Hello, sixth graders. Today is the 14.4 extension lesson. It is kind of a tricky one, so really pay attention as I'm going through example after example today. The target we are trying to hit is I can write repeating decimals as fractions. Now, most of the time you've probably seen when you take a top number divided by a bottom number, sometimes you do get repeating decimals. Those are rational numbers, but now we want to go from the repeating decimal back to the fraction. So here are the steps. To write a repeating decimal as a fraction, let a variable x equal the repeating decimal d. So then you write the equation x equals d. Step number 2, multiply each side of the equation by 10 to the nth power to form a new equation, where n is the number of repeating digits. So if you just have one digit repeating, you would just multiply both sides by 10. If you have two digits that are repeating, then you would multiply both sides by 100, and so on. Step number 3 says subtract the original equation from the new equation and then solve that equation for x. Now that might seem very confusing to you, but we're going to go through it step by step, so hopefully you can understand what we are doing. So example 1 says, write 5.8 repeating as a fraction in simplest form. Well, the first thing I want to not worry about is the 5. I want to just focus on the 0.8 repeating. That's one digit that is repeating. So like they said, multiply both sides by 10. So 0.8 times 10 would give me 8.8 repeating, and x times 10 would just be 10x. Then I subtract the repeating part on both sides. So I'm going to subtract an x here and subtract 0.8 repeating on this side. Now 10x minus 1x leaves me with 9x. 8.8 repeating, and I subtract away the 0.8 repeating part, and that just leaves me with 8. So I have 9x equals 8. Then, to solve for x, I'm just going to divide by 9 on both sides. So that's going to cancel the 9s on this side, and that's going to leave me with 8/9. And that's what the repeating decimal 0.8 equals. It is 8/9. So then to write this as a fraction in simplest form, I would just write 5 8/9. Now to check that, all I need to do is just type into my calculator 8 divided by 9, and that gives me 0.888 repeating. Example 1b says write negative 0.5 repeating as a fraction in simplest form. Now, just like I forgot about the whole number the last time, this time I'm going to forget about the negative sign, and I'll put that back in the end. I'm just worried about the 0.5 repeating, which again is one digit that is repeating. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 10. So 10 times x equals 5.5 repeating. Then I'm going to subtract x equals 0.5 repeating on both sides. Well, 10x minus 1x is going to leave me with 9x. 5.5 repeating minus 0.5 repeating cancels that repeating part out. So I'm just left with 9x equals 5. Now I just need to solve this equation for x by dividing by 9 on both sides. So the 9's cancel on this one, and 5/9 is what I'm left with. So x equals 5/9. So my simplified answer for this equation, or this repeating decimal, would be negative 5/9. And I can check that by taking negative 5 divided by 9, and it gives me negative 0.555 repeating. So if we look at the patterns here, when I had one digit repeating, that one digit was 8/9. When I had one digit repeating, that was 5/9. I think you're probably going to start seeing a little bit of a pattern here, but please try this one on your own and then we will check it. All right, so to check this one, once again, I forgot about the -1. I'll put that on later. I'm just focusing on the 0.2 repeating. That's one digit repeating, so I multiply both sides by 10. That gives me 10x equals 2.2 repeating. I subtract x on both sides, so 10x minus 1x leaves me with 9x. 2.2 repeating, subtracting away the 0.2 repeating just leaves me with 2. So then I divide by 9 on both sides, and that gives me 2/9. So then to write my answer, it would be negative 1 2/9. So 2 divided by 9 is 0.22 repeating. So you'll see that when you just have one digit repeating, often it's that one digit divided by 9. Now, sometimes that fraction can be simplified, but you'll see that as we go along. So when you have one digit repeating, it's that number over 9, and then check to see if you can reduce that fraction or not. Okay, second example. Now what to do when you have a repeating decimal as a fraction, and now you'll notice we have 1.3 and then the 2 is repeating. So this is a little bit trickier than the last ones were. So first, I worry about the 1 later, so I'm just worried about the 0.3222 repeating. So again, I multiplied both sides by 10 because it's just that 2 that's repeating. That leaves me with 10x equals 3.222 repeating. Then, just like last time, I'm going to subtract by x equals 0.3222 repeating. Well, the 0.2's are going to be canceling, but when I take 10x minus 1x, that leaves me with 9x. Now, this is the tricky part here. 3 minus 0.32 leaves me with 2.9. Then I divide by 9 on both sides, and that gives me x equaling 2.9 over 9. Well, I can't have a fraction with a decimal in it, so then to get rid of that 2.9, I just times by 10 on top and bottom. And that gives me the fraction 29/90ths, and that is in simplest form. So my answer for this would be 1 and 29/90ths. Now to check that, I type into my calculator 29 divided by 90, and that gives me 0.322 repeating, so that would be my simplified answer. Where people have concerns is how we got the 2.9. But if you type in your calculator 3 minus 0.32, you will get 2.9, or 3 minus 0.3, excuse me. 3 minus 0.3, oops, maybe not. Let me just check that. That again, I made a mistake on here. It's actually 3.2 minus 0.3 because the 2's that are left over here would cancel out. So how I got the 2.9 was I took 3.2 minus 0.3 and that gave me 2.9. We'll go through another example that's similar to that one. So write negative 0.4333 as a fraction in simplest form. Just like last time, it's 0.4 and then the 3 is repeating. So first thing I'm going to multiply by 10 on both sides because it's really only one digit that's repeating. So you have 10x equals 4.3 repeating. So then I'm going to subtract x equals 0.43 repeating. So that would be 4.3 minus 0.4, which gives me my 3.9. And obviously 10x minus x is 9x. Then I divide by 9 on both sides. So the 9's cancel and I'm left with 3.9 over 9. Well, I can't have a decimal over a fraction, so I'm simply going to multiply by 10 on top and bottom. And that gives me the fraction 39/90ths. Now, this one is actually one that can be reduced. I can divide by 3 on top and bottom, so that gives me the reduced fraction of 13/30ths. I don't forget about the negative, so my answer would be negative 13/30ths. And I can check it by taking negative 13 divided by 30, and that gives me negative 0.4333 repeating. So you can try this one on your own. All right, to check this one, just like last time, I'd worry about the 2 later on, so I'm just worried about the 0.06 repeating. I multiply by 10 on both sides, and I get 10x equals 0.6 repeating. Then I subtract, so it's 0.6 minus 0.0, which is actually just 0.6. Then I divide by 9 on both sides, and that gives me 0.6 over 9. Well, then to get rid of that 0.6, I multiply by 10 on top and bottom, and that gives me 6/90ths. Well, 6/90ths I can divide by 6 on top and bottom, so that gives me 1/15. So then to put that 2 back there, it would give me a fraction of 2 and 1/15, or a mixed number, I should say. Then to check it, 1 divided by 15 is 0.0666 repeating. Now, those 3 examples were tricky ones. Most of the time, we won't have decimals that are quite that tricky, but that is how you would turn those those repeating decimals into fractions. Example 3a. Now we're going to be working with 2-digit repeating. So we have 5.121212, and I want to write that as a mixed number. Now, just like last time, I forget about the 5. I'll worry about that in a little bit. I'm worried about the 0.12 repeating. Now, this is the first one where we had 2 digits repeating. So because I have 2 digits repeating, I have to multiply by 100 on both sides. So that gives me 100x equals 12.12 repeating. So then I would subtract x equals 0.12 repeating on both sides. So 100x minus 1x is going to leave me with 99x. The 0.12 repeatings are going to cancel, so it's just going to leave me with 12, which is a little easier to understand than the last examples were. Then I divide by 99 on both sides, so the 99s cancel, and I have 12 99s. But 12 99s can be reduced. You can divide by 3 on top and bottom, and that gives me 4 33rds. So 5 and 4 33rds would be the mixed number for 5.12 repeating. So 4 divided by 33 is 0.1212 repeating. Now, just like when we were doing the 1 digit, the examples 1a and 1b, you'll notice that it's the repeating decimal over 99. But then again, this one you could reduce to give you 4 33rds. Keep that pattern in mind as we go through the next one. So we have 0.27 repeating that I want to write as a mixed number. So again, 2 digits repeating, so I'm going to multiply by 100 on both sides. So then that gives me 27.27 repeating. Then I would subtract x equals 0.27 on both sides, so that those two would cancel out and I'd just be left with the 27. And obviously 100x minus 1x leaves me with 99. So then I would divide by 99 on both sides, and it would give me the fraction 27 99ths, which you can see from the pattern makes sense because the last one was those 2 digits over 99. This one, it's those 2 digits over 99. But of course, 27 99ths can be reduced. You can divide by 9 on top and bottom. That takes you to the fraction 3 11ths. So this repeating decimal as a mixed number, or actually as a fraction, would be 3 11ths. And I can check that by doing 3 divided by 11. It's 0.27, 0.27 repeating. You can try this one on your own. All right, to check this one, again, I worry about the -4 later on, so I just put that aside, and I'm just worried about the 0.50 repeating. Multiply both sides by 100, then that gives me 100x minus x is 99x. The 0.50s would subtract out of each other, so I'd just be left with 50. So then I would divide by 99 on both sides, and that gives me 50 99ths. Now that's in simplest form. There's nothing I can divide by on top and bottom. So I would get -4 and 50 99ths. Those 2 digits over 99, except for this one, they don't cancel each other out. All right, to get started on your homework assignment, so the first question you're going to be asked is just 1 digit repeating. So if you know the pattern now, you can probably see it would be that 1 digit over 9. But of course, 3 9ths could be reduced to 1/3. So the fraction for 0.3 repeating would actually be 1/3. I did do the work there if you're still a little bit confused about how we're doing this, but you can check to see how you do that one. So for -0.2 repeating, that would be the fraction -2 9ths. And -2 9ths, oops, I forgot the negative there. -2 9ths would be the answer to this one. But again, if you showed the work and went through the multiplying and all that kind of stuff, you would still get the same answer. So when it's 1 digit that's repeating, you put that 1 digit over 9 and then see if you can reduce it. If it's 2 digits repeating, then you put those 2 digits over 99 and then see if you can reduce that fraction. The only ones that are a little bit tricky were examples 2, and those ones you could double check and go back through the notes packet again to make sure that you know how to do those. Again, if you have any questions, just let me know and I will help you out.